phone, The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, 6-time world champion in WWE. Not only is he healthy, not only does he feel great, not only does he look great after coming out of heart surgery last week, not only is he a WWE Hall of Famer and arguably the greatest WWE superstar that stood the test of time through 3 generations of professional wrestling, The Undertaker wants to join WWE Creative, not only for NXT, potentially for Raw, potentially for SmackDown, potentially for premium live events. Not only is Triple H running things, not only is Shawn Michaels running things, but now The Undertaker, Mark Calloway wants to be a part of WWE Creative moving forward. We got rid of Vince McMahon and replaced him with the 3 guys that put on arguably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time at WrestleMania 28, inside Hell in a Cell, end of an era, The Undertaker and Triple H with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. The only match that could top it is The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 25, and maybe Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker from WrestleMania 26. That whole 4-year period, WrestleMania 25, WrestleMania 26, WrestleMania 27, WrestleMania 28, Taker Triple H, Taker Triple H. 4 of the greatest matches ever in the history of WrestleMania. A 4-year story told between 3 of WWE's greatest megastars that were created by, yes, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, but they told arguably the greatest story in the history of WrestleMania with those 4 matches. I mean, that was a 4-year story that they told with those 4 matches. Now, those 3 people could be running WWE Creative. It's insane to me that The Undertaker went from being a guy that didn't want to show people the real side of Mark Calloway for 30 years. And as soon as the guy retires, as soon as he's put in the Hall of Fame, all of a sudden he's got a podcast. He's got a one-man Deadman show that he goes on tour with. He's a Texan. He's Mark Calloway. He gave the speech at the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony for his wife, Michelle McCool. They just did a podcast together talking about how he just got open heart surgery. And now he wants to be a part of WWE Creative. It's hard to take in, man. The Undertaker was The Undertaker for 30 years. Now Mark Calloway is here, and he's here to play. Will The Undertaker be as good as Triple H? Will he be as good as Shawn Michaels if he does join WWE Creative? And again, this is just hypothetical because he's expressed interest in WWE Creative and helping behind the scenes. He hasn't actually got on board yet. You know, he's a good friend of Paul Levesque, a good friend of Michael Hickenbottom. Yes, that is Shawn Michaels' real name, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Hickenbottom. But he goes by the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, which is a way better name to go by in public. But The Undertaker has an opportunity here to give his 2 cents as to what he thinks should go on. And what does The Undertaker think? We don't know. We don't know what Mark Calloway's brain holds when it comes to being a creative. We know what matches and stories that he's told throughout his career. He told a great story with Shawn Michaels. He told a great story with Triple H. He's told great stories with the likes of CM Punk, with the likes of Kane, with the likes of Brock Lesnar, even in recent memory. We've never seen what The Undertaker can do behind the scenes, behind a desk, wearing a suit and tie. Will it get to that point where he's wearing a suit and tie? I mean, Shawn Michaels said he was never going to get there. Shawn Michaels, if you told him 10 years ago that he'd be running NXT, wearing a suit and tie, being an authoritative figure on WWE TV, he probably would have laughed at you. And here he is. Triple H sucked him back in. He said it even during Triple H's Hall of Fame induction speech. Triple H is like, he got me back in when I thought I was out of it. He pulled me right back in. And now it could be Triple H, it could be Shawn Michaels, and it could be The Undertaker running things in WWE from a creative standpoint for Nick Khan's company. And it's going to be great. If it's any indication, Paul Levesque changed WWE a couple years ago when he took over full creative and full power from Vince. Shawn Michaels has made NXT what it used to be during the black and gold era when it was under Triple H. It's no longer the rainbow NXT 2.0. Like, NXT is back, and they are on fire with some latest signings, including Blake Monroe, who's now running Roughshot in the women's division in NXT. Ethan Page has been a great North American world champion in NXT. And then, of course, on the main side, John Cena is the WWE champion in his final farewell tour with, complete creative freedom. So I guess you could say Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena are running the WWE right now. And then potentially CM Punk down the line. If he wants to retire, he's expressed interest in helping the young talent. Maybe he joins NXT. Seth Rollins wants to do it. There were reports a couple weeks ago that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins both produced a Monday Night Raw together. They produced an entire episode of Monday Night Raw. Cody Rhodes has 4+ years of experience being an executive vice president and head of production for All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan's business. Who knows where we're going to go into the future with WWE's creative? I mean, Triple H and Shawn Michaels are running the show now, but The Undertaker could get involved. John Cena can get involved at some point. He's expressed interest in being an ambassador for WWE. Seth Rollins could get involved. CM Punk could get involved. What if Phil Brooks and Seth Rollins got to produce a show together down the line? How is that going to work if they don't have any personal relationship? I mean, Cody Rhodes running the company and running creative one day wouldn't shock me at all. To go from Dusty Rhodes' son to being unwatchable and being swept under the rug, essentially, to being undeniable. Undesirable to undeniable was the signature in AEW. That's what Cody Rhodes has become. But as of right now, it's Triple H and Shawn Michaels running the show. Do you guys want to see The Undertaker? The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, the man that went 21-0 at WrestleMania, 21 consecutive wins at WrestleMania. He had 24 lifetime. The man that took on Triple H, Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, Shane McMahon. Do you want to see that guy run creative in WWE? And what type of matches would he put on? Would we see more Hell in a Cell matches? Would we see more dark and mysterious characters? Would he be able to breathe some life into the Wyatt Six and what Taylor Rotunda is trying to do to honor his late great brother Bray Wyatt? I think that's the direction you go in with The Undertaker. But what do you guys think? Leave comments below. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe on the YouTube channel at Jack O'Hara TV. The Undertaker, no longer going to rest in peace, man. He's coming to play with Triple H and Shawn Michaels.